Hi, this is Lily Kotila. Welcome to Edging Life. For those of you who struggle with anxiety, something to keep in mind that is perhaps a new concept is that it might not be your own internal physical anxiety, though it is registering as such to the brain and to the body. But in fact, you might actually be extremely sensitive, and while the contours of your somatic being end where the body does, who's to say that the neurological system doesn't expand beyond the body and picking up on signals, just like animals do in the wild, that are potentially anxiety evoking, whether they are coming from a block away and or from the person's internal milieu with whom you're speaking, but you don't consciously have the awareness of. So for one, keep that in mind as an alternative possibility regarding the onset of your anxiety. Another potential possibility is a drastic change in vibration. For example, if you're sitting in the living room and it's completely quiet, and then all of a sudden the freezer or refrigerator, generator, whatever kicks in and it starts, you hear it in your ears, you're not fully aware and conscious of it, but as I was just shaking the camera, your body's vibrational system detects the change in the surround. And without the conscious awareness of that connection, you'll think, oh, well, I'm having an anxiety attack, I'm having anxiety. But really, you're just sensitive to the changes. Another area where differences in vibration might occur and can evoke anxiety is going from, let's say, a concert with the throng of people surrounding you, and then returning to your home, which is mellow and quiet and just a different vibration state. So the transition between states can often evoke an anxious response because it brings more awareness consciously in the prefrontal cortex and knowing of the difference between internal self and outside world. So keep this in mind the next time you are experiencing anxiety, in that your body is telling you something, and it simply might just be the tuning into the change of your own vibration, like you're changing a TV station or you're changing an environment from hot to cold. There for sure is an awareness of that on some level, and if you're not comfortable with that drastic change because you're super sensitive, it can evoke anxiety. Many people take as needed anxiety medications. Other solutions are relaxing baths with Epsom salts, breathing essential oils, getting grounded and going for a barefoot walk in some soil, heading to the beach, though if you have anxiety and it's not right there, it's not a great idea to drive, that could exacerbate it. Laying down and relaxing your muscles, not in bed, but on the floor, and just doing some deep, deep breathing that will help your vagal nerve respond and adjust accordingly, which actually switches the parasympathetic and sympathetic nervous system. This is where we get the expression butterflies in the stomach, because the enteric nervous system has its own brain of its own with more neurons, dendrites, synaptic connections than the central nervous system, including the brain and spinal cord combined. So there is so much information coming into our bodies that is beyond the thinking. So tune in, give yourself some time to check out the variables and see if you can get to the root of it.